Welcome to SEC football from Darrell K. Royal, Texas Memorial Stadium, presented by Sonic. Mississippi State trying to get right. The task is tall today. They're 5-touchdown underdogs against the #1 team in the country. 4-0, Texas, led by Steve Sarkisian. Let's get to down the field where the Texas head coach is standing by with Alyssa Lang.
Coach, about to kick off your first game in the SEC as a conference member. How do you want to see your team set the tone today?
Well, I want to make sure we start the game with good poise and composure. A lot of energy in the building, great poise, great composure, and execute the plan.
You told us yesterday that Arch would get the start. What about Quinn's recovery led to you to make that decision?
Well, I think Quinn is a really good player, and he can make it look really good. But I also know what 100% doesn't look like for him. And we got a long season to go. We're fortunate we got a great backup in Arch. He's going to play good football for us today.
What do you want to see from him today?
Playing efficient football, finding checkdowns, utilizing his legs, still taking those shots when they're there. He's an explosive player. We got to make sure we give him those opportunities.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck.
All righty, thank you.
No return for Davon Booth. Back in Mississippi State history. He's got Davon Booth in the backfield, and they run it on first down. We talked with Jeff Levy before the game, and he said it's really limited with Van Buren in the quarterback position. And they'll run it again. And they're down 2 for Michael Van Buren at Mississippi State. Plenty of time on the play clock with the check at the line. They keep it on the ground, and he is stopped just short of the line to gain. The country in their school history, they got to roll the dice at times today. And this time they get the first down. Davon Booth takes it past the 40.
Tempo to your advantage, Tom, and you can see numbers to the left side of your screen favor Mississippi State. You play down to the mesh, that splitter.
Van Buren keeps it on the ground. It's Booth again trying to find the outside, and he just makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Out for the rest of the year with a knee injury. And now Van Buren on a rollout. Decides to tuck it and steps out of bounds just before midfield. The last 2 years as the OC at Oklahoma. Had a win against Texas in the Cotton Bowl last year. And on 3rd and 3, a straight drop. Van Buren can't make up his mind, so he'll run it again. And he lowers his shoulder to pick up the first down.
That offensive line by the Texas defense.
A little play action. Van Buren hit. It comes out sideways. That will be a forward pass and incomplete.
Down inside. 91, one of my favorite players to watch on this Texas defense, Tom. He doesn't get a ton of run. When he gets into the game, the gas pedal is on the floor.
Honorable mention all conference in the Big 12 last year for Burke. And Parsons in at quarterback. He'll take off on the left side and able to come up with a positive play and nearly pick up the first down. Wilson got a start against A&M last year. Play clock hit 0 and they don't get the snap off.
Play of game, offense.
Play clock late again. They're using all of it. The lead for the QB, and he spins his way free again. And Parson, all season, the only struggles have come against the run, 26 in the nation. Straight ahead, Johnny Daniels. On 3rd and 5, nothing doing. Anthony Hill Jr. with.
Watch a tackle, going to try to pull out here and get the kick out block, Tom. It's not going to be deep enough as Anthony Hill is on a pressure.
This season, including one earlier this drive. That was 4th and short. Now they need 7. The pass is complete, short of the marker. Every game day, he gets a phone call from his grandma and grandpa. And his grandpa, Archie, says, let's not take any hits today. Grandma Olivia feels the same. And the first pitch and catch results in a Texas first down to Matthew Golden. There's a flag on the play.
Personal foul, face mask, business material. 15-yard penalty line, automatic first down.
It's early that we just call it and we run it, no matter what the look is.
State is without 4 players in the secondary 2 deep, including their leading tackler, safety Isaac Smith. Arch is 2 for 2. This is Isaiah Bond, and he has it inside the 20 and
Completions.
Jaden Blue is his running back. This is a 2 tight end formation for Texas. Arch slings it sidearm, and immediately Gunnar Helm, the senior from Inglewood, Colorado, receiver on the bottom of the formation now. He's been battling an injury. They fake the screen, and now to the fade. Here's more. Touchdown, Texas. I say out at the 1. That close. DeAndre Moore thought he had it. The guys who fired the cannons thought he had it.
A little bit of a flood concept here for Texas. They've hit the running back out of this multiple times. Tom, this is actually the play that I asked Coach Sarkisian about when we met with him yesterday.
Goes for a gain of 20. And now Arch getting his running back in the right spot. Handoff straight ahead. Touchdown, Texas. Jaden Blue. Had him in scoring position. Jaden Blue takes care of the rest, and Texas is out front early.
Exactly what Arch Manning decided to do.
Bert Auburn on for the point after. And he remains perfect on the season. Excellence here at the University of Texas is virtually unmatched. For an update on a busy day in the league, let's go to the studio. Here's Peter Burns. Job that Mark Stoops and his Wildcats did, slowing down that high-powered Ole Miss. Stayed back to the run game, and Davon Booth lost
In the run game, it feels like for Mississippi State early on.
Kevin Coleman was the man who came in motion on the right side. He's their most electric player on the offensive side. And with his first touch, he tries to stretch it, but has nowhere to advance. It's on 4th down on their opening possession. Van Buren over the middle, just a hair behind, defended by Jahdae Barron. And Mississippi State will have to punt it away.
It's not the worst read. You got man coverage. Feel like you could hit the slant here. I think the ball's just a tad late. Little small hesitation there in the pocket. Not a lot of separation from the receiver. An excellent job by Jahdae Barron. Moved down from that field linebacker position a year ago.
Silas Bolden is back to receive this punt from Nick Barmira. And a fair catch taken.
Offensive line.
46th consecutive start for Majors at center. Arch over the middle, wide open. Bond has room after the catch, and he takes it into State territory.
To change him up.
Trayvon Wisner is in at running back. Ball batted in the air and will fall for Arch Manning's first incompletion.
Education. Trust your football knowledge.
On 2nd and 10, complete to Bond. And Bond splits a few defenders and powers his way through. The thought was, his coaching staff, he knew how special this team could be. Gunnar Helm, the tight end, taken down after a pickup of 5.
Fill in some depth, but mostly your guys still with you.
Here's Blue. And Blue takes it to the 21. It was interesting when asked Sark about building this roster and becoming bigger. He said, you know, when I took this job, it wasn't to win a conference title. It was to win a national championship. And I know how national champions are built. I know how Alabama was built. I know how Georgia was built. LSU at the time I took this job. We needed to invest in big humans. We needed to invest in the trenches. They're so confident about this offensive line, and they're built to win in the SEC, which means they're built to win a national title. A little hesitation on the runoff tackle for Blue. And that'll bring up 4th and 1 and some scuffling at the end of that one. State thought the ball came out. State insists the ball came out. It did. Millington ends up with it, and Mississippi State does what it needs to try and spur an upset. They take the ball away from Texas. Helmet on the football, and it's recovered by Zachary Tillman, and Mississippi State with a takeaway. Their only win against number 1 came in 1980. Tyrone, a key fumble in a win against Alabama in a game in Jackson, and this will help State with some momentum. And Michael Van Buren hands it off, and they got room with Johnny Daniels, who rips off 9 and still churning, makes it 10, a first down.
Took some coaching from Coach Levy, went right back to work on the iPads with his coach.
They are run heavy today. 14 out of their 18 plays have been on the ground. Johnny Daniels
spoke to Sam Contero, director of nutrition and performance, before the game. Said David Benda has run over 22 miles an hour on the GPS. And when you turn him loose, Tom, and he's able to just tee off like that, bad things happen.
Play clock is at 1. It's at 0. And the second delay of game.
5-yard penalty. Correction, prior to the delay of game, Mississippi State called timeout. Their first of the half.
All right, so State. Van Buren's first today on play action to the slant, and it's incomplete. 3rd and 11.
Great play by Makuba. He was 15 yards off the football when that ball was snapped. I think that's...
Texas brings 4. Van Buren has it tipped out of his hand, still caught, and a first down by Traore. A lot of window dressing, and a flag on the play, and the completion to Davon Booth.
Holding, offense number 51. 2-yard penalty, including 5. Okay, first down.
That's freshman Luke Work, who country with 52 new players.
You'll see Luke working on Trey Moore, who we just mentioned, seasoned veteran. Latest conference in sacks at UTSA a year ago. He's got an array of moves.
Up 1st and 20. They keep it on the ground for Booth. Van Buren hands it off, and they're able to get some yardage back thanks to Texas playing the run. Van Buren goes down the sideline. It is incomplete. He had Mario Craver. If you want a chance.
It's right into the sun. No surprise that Craver kind of loses it, but look at the speed to be able to run past the DB. You get the coverage that you want. Good patience by Van Buren to sort of wait for the route to develop. Delivers a decent ball. Of course, you would want it back.
Punt from Nick Barmira. Not a good one. Bolden watches it take a State hop, and it ends up inside the 20. Okay, total of 27 snaps over 2 appearances. Just a hair high as he misfires to the tight end Juan Davis.
He was the one that asked him to go out of bounds or slide when I never saw Archie do that in any of the highlights when I've watched him play football.
No, he didn't want to. Broken arms be damned. And a run off the right tackle by Travion Wisdom. We got timeout on the field. Back in a moment with Texas up 7-0.
10-yard penalty, previous spot. Repeat second down.
It might be. Now, I would say, going back and doing the research, they all struggled in their first game against Mississippi State. Arch trying to get out, and that included Peyton after a 76-yard completion. When Ewers not dressed out today, he's on the Texas sideline. And Arch, no struggles so far, 7 of 9. And finds a wide open Gunnar Helmer, delivers a lick. Suffering through an oblique injury, trying to get healthy. State got a piece of that one. It checks up inside the 40. And the Bulldogs, with a special teams play, force a 22-yard punt.
Boy, an excellent job by Tillman coming right up the middle. Coleman Holzer told me they're going to play him at Sam linebacker a little bit today. He hasn't done much of it, he said, but he's so active. 4-core special teams player, a lot of speed, a lot of intensity.
Defense is absolutely obliterated with injury. Davon Booth at running back. Stutter steps his way into the line. He's no longer playing in games, among others. Off the right side. Little bit of room before Benda finds him, and Booth wrapped up.
Want to go well. Right side of your screen. This young man plays linebacker exactly the way that it's supposed to be done. Physicality. I mentioned over 22 miles an hour on the GPS earlier.
Conflict, and every day he's reminded of the dream that he's living. Straight up the middle, State picks up the first down behind Davon Booth. State has had possession 7.5 minutes longer than Texas. Van Buren into the end zone. It is incomplete. Kevin Coleman, the intended receiver. Michael Taft closed on him.
Safety in this secondary, fooled by that run early. Covers a lot of ground to be able to get back and break that pass up. It's just an excellent job And that might be why that ball came up just a little bit short.
Back to the ground game. Booth. And Buren just 3 of 8 through the air. Lost the snap. Picks it up and gets crushed.
King and shedding on the previous play. Watch him over here, right side of your screen. Going to tell his defense, get out of my way. I'm going to go get the football. Colin Simmons right in front of him just trucks his own man out of the way to come make that tackle for loss after the fumble.
Kyle Ferry on for a field goal. And it's drifting and ends up inside. Had the student managers drive his Corvette to the stadium, park it right outside the lock. Arch Manning 8 of 10 to start this game for a $112. They fake the orbit, turns back to the right, and out of the backfield, Wisner running over dudes. He's been bothered by an injury, doesn't look hurt here.
Love the play call. Arch understands, defender down, gets the screen out. Can't wall off the other defender. Look at that shot. Wow.
They'll pitch to Wisner, and he gets interrupted in the backfield. Stone Blanton there to clean it up. Well, they've had to move a lot of bodies around. Isaac Smith, their biggest loss, the safety, was on the field pregame, went through warm-ups, but not participating in this game. Here's Matthew Golden, 0 for 2 on 3rd down today. Four-man rush. Manning over the middle. Open. Caught. Jonte Cook couldn't haul it in.
Once again, poise in the pocket. Calm. Understands. And then, like you said to Tom, he can drop it in. And that one on the money. Oh.
Manning 10 of 13 of the misses today. One was batted at the line, and another one dropped. Michael Kern to punt it away. Dangerous Kevin Coleman back for Mississippi State. Coleman asks for a fair catch and steps up to the 22. Michael Van Buren and Mississippi State trying to put their stamp on this one. He delivers a strike to Kelly Akari, and Kelly Akari takes it for a 1st down.
Nice pitch and catch there.
Longest play of the afternoon for Mississippi State. Back to the run. Johnny Daniels, Mississippi State. On 2nd down, flag on the play, and they'll whistle it dead pre-snap.
Ball start on the offense. Not all 11 players were set for a full second. 5-yard penalty. It remains 2nd down.
Offense, no brainer. Of course I wanted to play here.
And now on 2nd and 13, over the middle, another 1st down through the air. Kevin Coleman, one of the top recruits in the country. Dion at Jackson State, and he picks up 20.
Coleman's in the slot, top of your screen. He's going to find zone coverage and just sitting right in the middle there. Deep. Michael Van Buren knew he had space to make that toss.
And again, after the big play through the air, they turn to the ground, and Johnny Daniels trying to deliver a stunner. We've already had one today in the SEC. Not much space off tackle. Daniels still able to pick up a few. Daniels has a 1st down and a blocker, and he gets dragged down from behind.
Well, we just mentioned Colin Simmons. He's going to get washed down just a little bit right there. Wrong shoulders, the puller. And that allows Daniels to bounce outside. A massive pickup.
4 schools in the country that have yet to trail all season try to run it up the middle. Gibbs straight up the middle. Davon Booth. And it's kept by Chris Parson. The Parson gets bottled up before he get back to the line of scrimmage. To the 2-minute timeout. Mississippi State will have some time to think about it.
This is just nasty inside right here.
Take it on trying to get the playoff. Back in 1981. Lefty from the right side, and got it. Not surprised at all. Through the back of the end zone. This 12-2 last year, a berth in the college football playoff. A little bit of room off the left side for Jadon Blue.
And they've gone and gotten elite talent across the board.
Arch puts it in the air. Wow, immediately blown up. What a fantastic play for Ryan Wingo, the superstar freshman who limps off the field.
Boy, Lanier just comes flying up past the block of Isaiah Bond.
0 for 3 on 3rd down today. Arch Manning looking for his tight end. Instead checks down to the running back. Blue dives forward.
So many different things in this defense.
Clock rolling, a minute to play in the first half. Manning spans the field and finds a man wide open with a catch on his backside. It's Bond through 5, and he did that time. Came back to one of his first looks. There's the tight end, Gunnar Helm. Easy for him so he could play loose and carefree. Pressure up the middle, hit as he throws, and a little high. Texas has only rushed for 3 yards prior to that play, and a flag at the tail end on the run from Blue. Longhorns offense. From 5
Taking place today either.
24 plays run. They put it in the air 18 times. Empty backfield for Arch Manning. Pressure again. Hit as he throws again. Lobbed up and hauled in. Touchdown, Texas, DeAndre Moore. All right. It's a 49-yard strike. He's better than all right. 7 plays, 75-yard drive.
Knew he was going to take a hit. Knew he had man coverage. Hung in there as
Auburn for the point after. 5 catches, a $122 for
5-man protection. You know you're going to take the hit. Stone Blanton off the edge is not going to be able to be picked up. That's one that you can't account for. I think Arch Manning knows that. I think he's fine with it. Knows he's going to have man coverage on the slot fade. And Tom, under pressure, taking a hit, that ball right there. Whew.
A little bit of breathing room for these Longhorns, and Moorhead, unless they get great field position, I don't know that they're going to try something to close the half with a freshman quarterback. Their catch taken by Booth. Van Buren to throw on 1st down. Dangerous. And he gets swallowed up by a bunch of burnt orange.
The run against 2 offensive linemen. Now you slide him down inside to be more of a pass rusher. Watch the hands. Remove the hands of the left guard, and then you've got a free pass to the quarterback. I can't block you if I can't use my hands. Playing down a little bit too far. Linebackers playing too close to the line of scrimmage sometimes.
22 seconds left in the half. Freshman Van Buren taking charge on a 2nd and 17. Remember, Texas still has 2 timeouts remaining. And that one spits through for a positive gain for Johnny Daniels. Michael Tapp was the injured Longhorn. He's back on his feet. Mississippi State with a good showing, trailing by 8 as we hit the half. Let's take the studio. Here's Peter Burns. Fewest rush yards in the first half for Texas since their 2017 rivalry game against Oklahoma. So Texas trying to establish the ground game. They get a huge hole in their longest run of the day, courtesy of Jadon Blue. Rips off 19.
The previous play is on review.
Let's take another look at this one. He did that while less than 100%. And still, take a look at the tail end of this play. Was he indeed down before the ball was jarred loose? Stone Blanton in there to strip it away. He did punch it loose before Blue was down. And now the question will be if there was a clear and immediate recovery, and indeed Blanton pounces on it.
After further review, the runner lost possession of the ball prior to hitting the ground, recovered by the defense. Therefore, will be 1st and 10 at the Texas 46-yard line for Mississippi State.
So Blanton with the takeaway, and Mississippi State has it in Texas territory. Buren and Mississippi State. Play action. And comeback route for Kevin Coleman. Let's check in with Alyssa.
Out there, certainly that offensive drive to end the half.
On 2nd and 2, straight ahead run. And a 1st down by Davon Booth.
Energy's not a problem. I told him 1 play at a time. Go finish it.
Play action again. Pressure. The ball's loose. And Texas with the strip and the recovery. Vernon Broughton. And the Longhorns rip.
Texas defensive lineman Vernon Broughton here. Watch him swat the hands down, dip the shoulder underneath, and just battle right in for the strip sack to give the Longhorns possession again in Austin.
Takeaway of the game. Arch Manning at quarterback. Comes to the near side and an easy pitch and catch just short of the first down, second and less than a foot. Manning looking, everybody covered, a flag comes flying in, may have been a face mask, and Arch gets bottled up.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 90. 15-yard penalty, fumble run, automatic first down.
What I see down here.
He does have his helmet on the sideline, but doesn't look like he's going to return anytime soon.
Squad.
Texas back to the ground game. Weisner with the carry. It's a Mississippi State team that seemingly has
Here to bring extra bodies to the line of scrimmage in that game on a regular basis.
and movement on the left side for Texas. They're looking at a 3rd and 3.
False start, offense number 85. 5-yard penalty. It remains 3rd down.
So 3rd and 8 to the perimeter, trying for a screen, and it's busted free by Bond up the sideline, a forced out of bounds. Redemption for Helm with the block, but there is a flag on the far sideline.
Holding on the offense, number 85.
Tom, I was just going to say how much I love the play call, because you know you got a ticked off tight end out there, and he's going to want to get after somebody's rear end. So you go to a screen game to Isaiah Bond and Helm, just hands on the outside on those shoulder pads. I don't think anything that he did prevented Stone Bland from making that play, but you have to have your hands inside the framework. Going to get that called almost every time.
Against Gunnar Helm, and it leaves the Longhorns with a 3rd and 17. 3-man rush, they drop 8. Manning surveys, finds Helm. Got the distance, it's off of the upright and doinks through. They're going to send the offense back on the field and take the points off the board.
Offside, defense number 7. 5-yard penalty for previous block.
Specifically, the young man directing traffic, bottom of your screen. You see Mario Craver coming flat down the line of scrimmage and just got a little zealous there.
So 4th and 3. They're 4 of 7 on the season on 4th down. Manning wants to throw. It is incomplete, and a turnover on downs. They turned it over on downs after they took points off the board. The sweep action for Mario Craver, and he eludes the first and steps out of bounds.
T. Sarkisian.
Johnny Daniels motions to the backfield. Leading for Van Buren. And Chris Parson found 6.
There's that Bear defense I was telling you about, Tom.
And a squirt free to the near side for Johnny Daniels.
A little bit of a run stunt there, though. Jeff Levy calls the run play right into it.
3rd and 1. Second possession of the half for State. It is a physical. Wants to throw to the slant. They're keeping it simple for him in the passing game to see if that trend continues. And it's a keeper on the zone read and a hog-tie tackle made by David Benda. Coleman in motion, little touch to him. And a reverse off of it. Craver finds the edge, multiple flags, and this one coming back.
Block in the back, offense number 66. 10-yard penalty for previous block. Repeat 2nd down.
Well, the penalty is obvious, but the play call from Jeff Levy, the idea that they've got to try and make something happen, that's just, it'd be down in 2-hand touch. Done
First yard contention.
2nd and 18. And the receiver slip.
This is not straight drop back territory against this front.
And Buren trying to be heard over 101,000. Play clock's at 4. 2. And he gets squash and a huge sack for the freshman.
Oh, the jump off the football is at the line of scrimmage. As soon as that ball snapped, he was already leaning into it, and that's just a tough spot for McKylen Pounders to be in. You have to have massive depth and be quick off the football with your set to even try to combat that speed rush.
8th tackle for loss for the Texas defense today. A boomer of a punt chases him back inside the 5. Bolden makes a first man miss, stays on his feet, and turns it upfield to the 25-yard line. Nick, situation. 1st and 10 for Arch Manning in Texas. Into the sunlight, trying to find some room for Silas Bolden. 7 yards and nearly 48 points a game. Longhorns have been held in check. Manning, long throw complete to Jonte Cook, and he was a shoestring away from breaking that one.
Excellent job stepping up in the pocket by Arch Manning. Just a little deep crossing route. Man coverage. Probably going to have advantage with the speed that these wide receivers for the Longhorns have. Nice throw from Arch as well.
It's heavy today. Weisner, the running back, and another mistake up front.
False start. Offense number 52. 5-yard penalty. It remains first down.
DJ Campbell, the right guard.
First trying to start building it that way.
To the ground. And Weisner muscles his way up the middle. This is a... They have not had consistency in the run game today. Nice step through for Weisner. Let's check in with Campbell on the right side of the Texas line. 3rd and short. And a timeout taken pre-snap by Jeff Lebby. Coming off the Mississippi State timeout, and Arch under center. Straight ahead, and there's a Texas first down. We had the discussion with him surrounding their play action game, and he said, listen, it worked for Bill Walsh. It worked for Gruden.
Snap infraction.
It works for Andy Reid.
5-yard penalty. It remains first down.
Uses a clap. Defense is not allowed to clap. You also can't simulate it via voice inflection or movement. Arch with a pump, looking to go deep. Everybody's covered, so he uses his legs. Oh my! He took a hit up high.
Almost looked like Arch wanted to go down a little bit. Twist on the bottom of your screen. Pressure not even really there, but late. Needs to get out of the pocket. Took a shot, but right back up on his feet.
I mentioned earlier that his grandparents call him before every game and remind him, get down, run out of bounds, don't take hits. Oh, what a fantastic block. And Manning running again, stays on his feet, and he's to the pylon.
It was an excellent job out of the play action fake to just understand, go ahead and get out of the pocket. And here he is just trucking a deep in. Was the knee down before the ball crosses the goal line.
Keep in mind that run came a play after he got sandwiched by the heart of the state defense.
Moving on the field.
Great look from our pylon cam. There. And to the goal line. In. Touchdown, Quintavious Weisner. They made certain he was over that time, and Texas able to extend its lead.
Moving on the field with a touchdown. That play is under further review.
And that's probably coming back. Freshman out of Gainesville, Florida. Manning quarterback sneak. No signal. And they're going to rule him down outside the goal line. 3rd down coming up. Jeff Lebby said to pull off an upset, our focus becomes small, control what we can control. Every little detail, hand placement, hat placement, everything matters to pull off the upset. So now 3rd and goal. Jim has to use a timeout. He is not happy that the play clock wasn't properly set in his estimation. I think part of his complaint is that they took so long to spot the ball and to figure out whether or not they were in, that play clock started running before the Texas was ready to get a game played. There you go. So the play clock wasn't reset after all. Here's the Arch Manning run that took it right down to the goal line. Sneak again. This time half of his body is over the goal line. And now a signal. Touchdown, Texas. Cole, you're an offensive lineman. That's got to feel like a win if you're one of those big fellas up front after a couple of stalemates.
Absolutely. Allow your quarterback to just ride that wave into the end zone. Look how low those shoulder pads and white helmets are. Coming off the football, excellent push down low at that pile. And Arch Manning can just drive his feet, take it into the end zone.
We started this game talking about what Jake Majors brings to this offense and the security blanket that he is for Arch Manning.
I thought he had a great push in the previous play where they ruled it Arch Manning.
And he bangs it through. It is now a 20. It has been a struggle in some respects for Texas today, and Steve Sarkisian moments ago talked to Alyssa Lang about what they need to do better.
Coach, what were you saying to your offense before they finally punched that one in?
Well, just to keep their poise and composure. You know, we're fidgety at the line of scrimmage right now. We're getting a little confrontational post play. Got to get our poise and composure back, minimize the self-inflicted wounds. You know, we put the ball on the ground today a couple times. You know, we dropped the touchdown. We missed a touchdown throw. So just a lot of kind of self-inflicted wounds, but just getting our composure back and executing and finishing the drive.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
Start the fourth quarter with Mississippi State trying to make some noise late. Enough play action. Deep ball, wide open and incomplete.
I just don't always view it that way, as that a team's not good if they struggle with an opponent. Not every game is a blowout. You see Muhammad just giving up on the deep route there, one-on-one on this roster.
Another second quarterback of this season after Blake Shapen, the Baylor transferred, was injured and lost for the year with the. And the read snap. Oh, he wanted to go deep. Instead, it gets taken down deep. For the Texas defense.
Albert Reese doesn't get off the football. You'll see Inman on the line of scrimmage for Mississippi State. Just no pass set there because of that quick snap that you mentioned, Tom.
Longhorn, second down 17. Long throw to the perimeter. Caught.
Play in. Is that slowing the process down? Here it comes back to the incompletion to Kevin Coleman. Ball kind of moving on him a little.
Play clock extinguished again. And the responsibility for a freshman quarterback to get a play off. It's a 3, 2, 1, 0. Four-man rush. Van Buren changes his mind. Couldn't pull the trigger. Flag down. He's down at the 25-yard line.
There is no foul for face mask on the play. Third down.
Because I didn't see it.
Fourth and an acre. Bolden watches it trickle. Did that thing stay in bounds?
Later after that.
Interesting conversation with Arch and Steve Sarkisian talking about his style of play. This one complete game. The RPO game is pretty new to Arch. He's great in play action. We love his deep ball. Good vision on this run by Wisner. Wisner takes it to midfield and finally gets escorted out of bounds.
Head up with a linebacker who's unblocked right there. And he just shakes Nick Mitchell. Circle button. And then tack on about another 20.
So what Sark and Arch has taken a lot of reps in the RPO game to try and refine that part of his repertoire. There's Jarrett Gibson with the carry. On 2nd and 4, the ground game has finally been turned up, and you wonder if this depleted Mississippi State defense is running on fumes now. Quinn lost all the bling. I wonder who the holder is now. Play action. Manning eyes downfield and throws it across his body and completes it to Jarrett Gibson. 2nd and 2. Big gap on the right side for Wisner. He's inside the 10 and he's in the end zone. Flag on the play back at the 19-yard line.
Holding
Coming back.
Offense number 64. 10-yard penalty for previous spot. 2 second down.
Yeah, Cal Flood not going to like a lot of this film. I think it's 54. Cole Hudson, middle of your screen. Little yank on the jersey right there. But you wonder, how's that possible? No tape, no gloves, no wristbands. He's as old school as they get, but just grabbed a little bit too much jersey right there. I love Cole Hudson. I love his game. He's just an old school meathead offensive lineman, and right there just didn't let go early enough.
Real recognized real. A little bit behind, but the catch made and a turn upfield by Ryan Wingo, who left the game in the 2nd quarter with an apparent injury, now wearing a knee brace on that right leg. Sark loved learning about the man when he went to visit. Swing out. This is Golden, and Golden shoved out of bounds, but another flag and likely holding again.
Holding offense number 0. 2-yard penalty. Foul. 3rd down.
Plus family members here for the spring game.
3rd and 9. Manning wide open, lobs it end zone. It is DeAndre Moore again. 27-yard strike. Great patience by Manning and Moore to wait for that one to develop.
Little bunch formation to the right. Corey Ellington playing that.
Manning has completed 25 passes in this game to 25 different receivers. Moore, I misspoke a moment ago, 10 different receivers on the 25 completions for Arch Manning today. Here's the SEC. Here they are in their first game. They're invited in July of 2021. News took SEC Media Day by storm. Their neighbors north of the Red River would be joining them, and they'd be coming this way. And then early exit agreement said, let's facilitate this move. Finally, formally invited in 23. In July 2024, it was a big party this summer. Playing today after perhaps a comeback against Auburn. Pump and go. Deep ball from Van Buren. Nice touch. It is caught. Mario Craver.
Big time throw. And here you see the route Mario Craver man covers, almost a scissors concept, and just in between the safety. Excellent job holding on to that ball.
Oh, State not done just yet. Back to the ground. And Davon Booth and a sub 11-second 100-meter sprinter. Trying to find something up the middle. Anthony Hill says not so fast. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. And a left hand from Davon Booth.
The word that Sark described him with on this defense, Tom, and what he adds.
What was it? 3rd and short here.
Rhymes with brick.
Hole on the outside and a first down run.
But in the most positive way possible, Coach Sark said. He said he brings that edge to our defense. He brings it every day and on the field.
Sidearm sling to the tight end. Vanderbilt transfer. 2nd and a short 9. Back to the ground game in Booth. Alyssa.
This is
5 for Michael Van Buren. We're all old. Van Buren steps through and he's got easy run to the end zone. A 12-yard touchdown run and horns down from Van Buren.
You're going to get a pressure from Anthony Hill Jr. and Broughton just going to kind of play this a little bit inside so that rush lane integrity goes away. And really nice heads up by Anthony Van Buren. Just tuck that football and go.
Get for the point after.
I was referencing when you went that he was absolutely gorgeous. But
there's a little poach kickoff and breaking. It was amazing.
Not anybody can push a brake pad.
Get in an F1 car.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm sure the rooms are readily available.
On 2nd and 3. On Davis in motion. Big hole. Wisner tripped up.
Run game here until late. Wasn't going early, but I think a lot of that was just opportunity.
Left tackle run. Wisner gets hit at the 38-yard line. And
Milroe, it's not a question of whether or not they can or will or won't do it. It's going to be a part of who they are. And defensively, I'm anxious to see how that works out. Yeah.
wow.
That you got tonight, Tom.
I did not know I was going to be put on the spot like this.
Now you are.
Manning after the play action with a rollout at the sideline for Matthew Golden. Back to the ground game.
I think it's Missouri.
Following.
Maybe at Kentucky. I'm sure the exact order.
On the end around, Isaiah Bond finds the edge, finds the end zone. Touchdown Isaiah Bond on a 26-yard run.
Offense probably does not get a ton of love. Watch the redirect to come back and throw a nice block. Split zone, counters have been working all day. This time, whoop, comes back. There's the block, and Isaiah Bond puts that 22.2 speed on display, miles per hour that is, for the Texas touchdown.
See, not everything has been bad for Auburn folks today, because Bert Auburn remains perfect.
Volleyball had a big win.
Quinn Ewers throw football, still trying to work his way back from an oblique injury. A little bit low and into 324 yards and 26 completions today. Arch has 5 incompletions, a spin by Kevin Coleman, and he'll take it for a first down. And then Shedeur Sanders at quarterback, Travis Hunter, and then went to Louisville, and even the high school he attended, St. Mary's in the south side of St. Louis, near the Hill, famous Italian neighborhood. Kevin Coleman with the catch. And to the point today, pressure, another strip sack for Texas. Colin Simmons. Well, he is a game record. Egg Bowl against Mississippi State every year. Well, except the year Archie was out with a including Peyton's first coming off the bench for Todd Helton in a 24-21 loss in 1994. Peyton threw a pick. Mississippi State upset a ranked Tennessee team. A pump and go, and a deep ball out of the hands of Van Buren. He has struggled with the deep ball throughout, and that one kind of influence do linemen have in a game. 5-man rush, Van Buren taken down again. Another sack for this Texas defense. Barron Sorrell
deserves a lot of the credit. Watch Big 45 go straight up, occupy 2 offensive linemen. There comes Sorrell back underneath to pick up the sack. It's given really nice reps. Vernon Broughton, we just mentioned. They think Alex January, the freshman, can give them a legacy player whose father played here.
The Longhorns will move to 5-0 on the season and hold on to this #1 ranking. It was a little bit tougher sledding in the first half than expected. It was only a 14-6 lead at the break, but Arch Manning throws for 324 and 2 touchdowns. And Steve Sarkisian's team gets another win as #1. (35-13) is our final score tonight. We are not done with football. South Al and LSU coming up next. For Cole Kublik and Alyssa Lang, on behalf of our fantastic crew here in Austin, I'm Tom Hart. Enjoy the